So I just joined Slayers Unleashed, and this is what I'm greeted to. Alright guys, welcome back to another video, I guess, and I guess Inosuke is following me for some reason. Like, yeah, me. I don't know what's going on. I just joined the server, and I guess now I have a pet because he has been following me this whole entire time. Like, I was AFK for a little bit because I was doing something, and he was following me. He pushed me all the way over here. From the last clip that you guys saw, he pushed me all the way over here. Like, bro, I don't know what is going on with this boss. I can't even fight him because, you know, ever since last time I played, there's been a really long time I don't hop in Slayers Unleashed, and so I'm not really enough level. You see, I'm not high enough level to do that boss fight. But that's not the point of this video. Point of this video today is that we are doing a beginner's guide because I've collected more info from both of the previous beginner's guides I've made, if that made any sense. But basically, I made two videos in the past that were both beginner's guide for this game, and I've gathered some questions that you guys had in the comments to put all in one video. So I hope that this video helps all of you guys because there's a lot of questions, and it honestly takes forever for me to just answer all of them in the comments. And there's a lot of comments that I also end up not seeing, or I'm busy at the time and I just never remember to answer. So this is the updated version for a beginner's guide. Now this update was the dual wielding updates if you guys are watching this in the future, version 6.2 as you can see in the bottom, but things shouldn't really change. Now I have open on my second monitor all the questions that you guys had, and I'm going to be answering them right here. So the first question you guys asked a lot was how to redeem codes. So I did say this on my last video, but it seemed like a lot of you didn't understand. Maybe I didn't explain it properly. But if I go right here, let's say you find the codes, you gotta find the codes online, whatever. Let's say okay, let's see this one, public codes. Let's go over here and get these codes real quick right here. So this is breathing. I don't want to reset my breathing. I guess we'll do I don't know, Slayer. I'll do XP boost so you guys can see, sure, because then it doesn't do anything. What you guys are gonna do is you're gonna go in chat and you're gonna put this little icon right here, this thing right here. You're gonna put this code space and then whatever you want to put. So there you go. I put that. Oh, I failed because I got the copy and paste thing. Hold up. It's code and then this. I go under cabal. There we go. 15 minutes of XP boost, but basically that's how you redeem codes. Another question a lot of you were asking is how do you redeem codes, because you need to be in a group to be able to redeem codes. And for you to be in that group, you gotta come right here to the game page and you want to click right here where it says Slayers Unleashed under the name, and you want to join this group. Now they did this setup really bad because a lot of people are having trouble redeeming codes because you want to join this group right here. You guys don't need to join these groups on the description. They do give you some perks, but you don't need them for the codes. To get the codes, you just need to be in the Slayers Unleashed group. So make sure you guys just join that one. That's something that a lot of people get confused. That's the one they gotta be. I don't know how you see that on mobile, but you can always just go to the groups tab and search for Slayers Unleashed. And oh, Inosuke finally got off the ground. Look at him, but now he's like in the middle of the town for some reason. So I guess whoever wants to do a Inosuke boss doesn't really need to go all the way somewhere else. And Inosuke boss is how you get the dual wielding swords, by the way, guys. And they also did update some breathing styles. So here are all the breathing styles in games for those who don't know. Right here, oh, for some reason my game is taking a while to load, but here it is, all the breathing styles. They recently updated serpent breathing, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, serpent stayed the same, but they did update sound breathing, and they updated mist, which I do need to get because I don't have that move yet. And we're gonna set the keybind for move 3 because I obscuring cloud. So let's go see what that move is all about before we continue, because I have not seen that move yet because it literally came out with this update. So breathe in. Oh, I forget you don't have to breathe in this game, my bad. But it's haze burst. So see, okay, it's just a little dash backwards, I guess. Hold up, I want to see this a little bit better really quickly. Let me just come right here and then wait for it. It has a pretty long cooldown. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be using this. A lot of people also asked me breathing styles that they should get as a beginner, and oh, okay, that did launch me pretty far. That could be a really good escape move, but I have a really good combo right now. I keep pressing my Windows key, but I have a really good combo right now, and I don't feel like doing it all over again, like making it set. Maybe in the future I'll check it out, but not right now. Now, a lot of people are asking me which breathing styles to go for, and I did a tier list in the past, but it's kind of outdated, so I'll be making a new one soon. But basically, for beginners, definitely recommend flame breathing, water breathing, thunder breathing, mist breathing. Those are the ones that I highly recommend for beginners. and try to combo in for sun breathing. A lot of people are asking me also, how do I have two breathing styles? It's because sun breathing and moon breathing, they don't really count as those special breathing styles or demon art, whatever, because they are boss drops. So you can have two equipped at the same time. That's why I have mist breathing plus sun breathing. Same thing can be said with demon. You can have moon breathing and, I don't know, Tamari ball demon art. So that's what, just explaining for you guys. Now, let's go back over here. As I said, so a lot of people always complain in my comments saying that I didn't tell you guys which quests for you to do. But the thing is, you guys, you don't need quests to level up in this game. Now, I am not max level in this game due to the fact that I have not played in a while. Last time I played, the max level was 600, I believe, or 700, something like that. But basically now I believe it's 800 the max level, or 1,000, something like that. But you don't need to do missions to level up, guys. So I do recommend, as soon as you play the game, take this mission from Megan, which is going after a teddy bear, just so you can go back here to the katana shop and you can buy your first sword. But after you're done with that, you really don't need to do other missions unless you want money to buy stuff to customize your character, which let me show you guys where it is. So here from Megan, you're just gonna keep going straight this way, and then back here there's going to be this guy Jared that's going to be able to sell some stuff, and some other NPCs sells different items. Now I'm pretty sure this update also dropped some new clothing items, so let's check it out right now. So let's click yes, and then yep, no, it's not on, oh yeah, it is, it's up there. So it's right here. They dropped the Sabito mask, Makomo mask, and there's also a Sabito one. I don't know how you get it. Oh, Sabito mask right here. There's right here, durag, whatever. Get whatever you gotta get, but that's how you get the stuff. Now, as I said, do the mega mission so you can buy your sword, and after that, you really just want to do logs. Now, you want to do these logs over here until you're about like level 12 or 10. Do it however much you want, and then you want to, oh, I can't even jump, but you want to teleport to this, I'm not, to this other way. I'm not going to teleport over there, just because I don't feel like wasting my money, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys want to talk to this guy right here for fast travel. Oh, come on. Do you want to teleport to another area? It'll cost you 100 yen, yes. And then you'll want to go to Security Mountain right here. As soon as you get there, you're going to see some rocks, and you can just start punching it. Same way with these trees. So that's really what you want to do to level up overnight. Now, you can do bosses for you to level up playing the game. You don't level up as quick, but you can level up doing bosses. Now, all the bosses are in the Hashira location except the Shinobu boss, which is at Butterfly Mansion. The bosses locations are literally all just bunched up. You're going to teleport to Slayer HQ, and then once you get there, everybody is just scattered around over there. It's a pretty small area, so you can find yourself pretty quickly. There's the Mitsuri boss, the Obanai boss, the Rengoku boss, the Giyu boss, and I don't think I'm missing any. But the Shinobu boss is the one that is at Butterfly Mansion, and she's also right at the entrance, so you can get yourself around fairly quickly. Now, there is other boss fights, or such as Final Selection, for example, but that one, you honestly have to go like some really far location. You can't just teleport to it, so you do want to look it up on YouTube for a location guide for that. But Final Selection is not necessary in this game. It won't really hold you back or anything. Final Selection is more of a rank. As you can see, my server, literally no one completed Final Selection because I don't know if they changed it anymore, but Final Selection back when I tried to do it, you needed 4 people to be able to start it, so it was really annoying because you need 4 people. Now I'm pretty sure they lowered it to 2 people, but yeah, it's kind of annoying that you can't do it by yourself, or like if you have because like what would happen is we'd have 3 people, but we need 4, so we couldn't do Final Selection. So a lot of people don't even do Final Selection in this game because it's not necessary. So you guys, if you don't want to, you don't have to. There's also a Rui boss fight somewhere around the map. Those boss fights you cannot just simply teleport to, but that will give you the Rui like cloak-ish kind of kimono. And yeah, Final Selection won't give you anything other than a Nichining blade. Shinobu boss will give you her Hori or her Nichining blade that I have. Rengoku boss his Hori and his Nichiring. Giyu boss his Hori and his Nichiring. Obanai his Hori and his Nichiring. Mitsuri her Nichiring. Pretty sure those are the bosses, right? Oh yeah, then Inosuke. The Inosuke boss right here doesn't drop anything specifically other than dual wielding. Currently, the only dual wielding weapon is the blades right here, the Inosuke blades, which you can get from the katana shop. But you can get, I do believe that eventually they're going to add a Tengen boss, or just a way for you to be able to get the Tengen's weapons, and they're going to be dual wielding, and also stone breathing is going to require dual wielding. So for those who want stone breathing when it releases, you will need you will need a level 800 because you do need dual wielding. But you know, guys, I think that is pretty much all I needed to cover in this video for you guys. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them all, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.